So hello in another video, and in this video I would like to share wait just a second, tea time. I would like to share that high entity channeling which occurred to me when it was the absolute first channeling to me, and the channel opened really wide up, and there was the first entity which more or less gave me a completely, well, not a completely different information, but information that I have not come across ever since. And it was really powerful. Channeling in my top of my head was like opened, and the first time in my life I felt how it actually feels that your brain starts to boil. And now I would like just to complete briefing what was said. Now I asked him. I was channeling only with me and him. I asked him. I asked him just a second. So the memory was just lost. But I remember asking him whether are there bad entities. He said no. God has never created anything to be bad. There is just that like attracts like, and like gets a like. So it's basically a law of attraction in a sense, but it's meaning that nobody does war with anybody. I mean, good or bad. It's just that you have always the free will to, for example, choose a different type of experience, whether we, from our perspective, receive to be good or bad. But there is no bad. He said strongly, there is no bad in life. And with a sword, he chopped off my weight that was lowering me down in the lower and lower understanding levels. So once he did that, I got so whoa, okay. And the imagery which I received was like I'm drowning under the water, drowning deeper and deeper because I have the weight attached to me that is putting me lower and lower. Sorry. And once he answered that, he was like showed me an image and like cut it off the weight so that I can fly back on top. And I asked him. The next thing that he told me was that nobody has ability to create anything. Only God has the ability to create anything or something. We all have been pure souls that have chosen to incarnate upon this universe. And everybody that is living inside upon this universe right now is not aware of the other universe, because the body itself, whether it be other entities, whether it be anything that exists within this universe, has only the understanding and perceptions from this universe, even me now. But the entity was telling me that after the whole universe, all universe, whether they are 9-dimensional beings, whether 5-dimensional beings, they still exist with this universe in other layers and so on. And the only thing that is above the universe are only pure souls, where they have no desire and no personality. And when there's no desire and personality, they are free. But sometimes they choose to enter this universe, and they choose their self, like a soul chooses like a stamp signature that I'm a personality that likes cars, likes to be creative, and so on and so on. I would like to express myself or to become in an experience of having this such a personality. And then the soul enters this universe and choosing the personality. And when he chooses the personality, he chooses also where to incarnate, and all timeline is given freely. Basically, upon choosing this personality, the desire is already known. For example, I want to be with roses and something with computers on something. I have also the complete understanding where and more there are computers, where and more there are roses, or where and more there are cars, which I would like to experience myself. And then sorry. I'm sorry, the video is black because I live in a dark room. I mean, it's not dark room. It's because the computer likes sunlight more to record. But when choosing, then they choose a timeline. Everything has already happened, and it's still going on and happening even more and more and more. Meaning that there was a start point from the universe, and all creation expanded in unimaginable ways, and it's still expanding. So you can choose any point from that till the end and continuing to expand. All you can choose is the experience in any timeline scale. And upon this experience, within this experience, you can choose to be whether a creative person, like godlike person. You can have this experience, but you yourself is not that the one who creates. You are experiencing that creates. And what he also said that all cars, all houses, all plants have already chosen what color they will be, what story height they will be, whether they have a interior exterior like this, and they have also chosen um, the the person inhabiting, the driver or the owner or anything. They also have chosen this, and then there was very interesting information because I asked him, well, how did they choose? How can a house choose its owners? He says, well, very easy. House, for example, human did not create a house; it was already created. But the one who draw the architecture of the house, for example, had only the perfect feeling. Okay, now it's finished. And the perfect feeling that he felt, okay, now it's finished, was the like an answer or a signal that this is the house that wants to be born, and this is how it will be created. And the house itself chose the owner that the house wanted to experience. For example, somebody enters the house, oh, I don't like this house, so I go away, and so on and so on. The feeling within this person is like from the heart is like signal connecting them. It's not that he likes the house because everything is just is. But what gives you the feeling, oh, I like this house? It's just a house. Why I like this house? It's just a house. But there somehow feelings arise within that. Somehow I like this house. Somehow I want this house, and so on and so on. Now the information was completely different from the other channels that I've watched on the internet. But what I understand is that there is another level where it's like angel level, where are angels like Jesus, like angels and so on. They are beings that have no desire to incarnate upon any universe, because all beings in this universe, whether it call it any other civilization which you want to choose, any other civilization, they have the mind that wishes to explore something. For example, take for example, take for example, a Sasani civilization. The most popular that we have is Bashar, and the Sasanis still have something they wish to explore. Otherwise, they will not be helping anyone. They will not be interested in anyone. The community or the individual itself still has a mind that wishes to explore something. So this concept is still with mind, these levels. And angels, they are pure beings. They don't have this uh, mind desire concepts. They are, when you have lost the desire concepts, you stay above the universe. When you have a desire to explore something, you enter the universe. And this is the concept that was most interesting, but it was still divided in layers. And there are beings that also have desire to create something, to explore the creation itself. They also do this. So basically, there was a there information. There was not information about higher self. There was not information about soul aspects. But the information that this entity gave was really strong and really powerful. And he many times said it was like this, and never has been any way other. And this was very interesting because nobody said it. He didn't say that this is like this. He the information was like exploded into me, and I had the understanding it wasn't any other way. And maybe we were talking about dinosaurs. I asked him about dinosaurs. He said dinosaurs lived with humans. Dinosaurs were not aggressive. Dinosaurs were like animals, playful, happy. The only problem was that the humans did not manage to get along with the animals because the dinosaurs, I mean, were strongly playful and they were huge and they caused so much trouble around and within that, for example, if somebody built a house, the dinosaur could just by highest joy accidentally, you know, crush the house with his tail or by just running to the owner and being truly in highest excitement. And there also were the dinosaurs that were truly highly loving. And so the most and from him the information was so strong. He also explained me, but I already posted in another video how was the universe created, and he told me it wasn't any other way. It was like this, and it wasn't any other way. And what I also understood that the first souls that were incarnated, or when the universe was created, but I'm not talking about the universe. I'm talking about this universe which are we living in as like a field, and there are many other fields. And this universe we're living in, how it was created, and it was really interesting. Actually, it was, you know, no other entity shares this, because many other entities when I'm talking to them, they're like, well, I don't know. They're like also still left with this man, except Enrico. Enrico has like no mind, no desire. He just follows his highest joy. No mind, no desire. And I believe he's really closest entity that I knew from now that is really closest to angel-like. But there was another angel-like being that has no desire, no mind. For example, you have a desire to watch these videos, right? You're watching these videos. You have an interest. You're still having desire. Angels and entities above don't have desires. They are entities that are outside the universe. They're like freed for the constant exploration. So in this video, I think this is it for sharing. And sorry for I'm not a super speech giver or something like this, but I'm still sharing. So I don't find myself to, I don't know, like a TV studio or something like that. I just share, and I think the information itself can be really interesting from many other. So enjoy it. Absolutely the best for you, and do what excites you, or lose your desire, as this entity told me. No, not lose the desire, but the beings above, out of these dimensions, don't have the desire anymore.